Hello friends, once again I welcome you all in my channel Mathematics Made Easy. This is lecture number 5 in continuation with our problems on functions. In the previous 4 lectures we have discussed the basics of the functions along with the domain and range. Some more questions I can put up before you. You please note down one by one. Now this is lecture number 5. Please check out. First question is, let A is equal to the set of 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and F is a mapping from A to N. A is this set, N is the set of natural numbers. Defined by Fn is equal to the highest prime factor. What is the range? The question is, what is the range? See please. We have first of all F9, the highest prime factor is 3 here. When you go for F10 is the highest prime factor is 5. F11 is 11, F12 is 3 because 4 3s are 12. 4 is the composite, 3 is the prime factor and F13 is 13. Therefore, the range of this is 3, 5, 11, 13. Very basic question you must have done in your plus one also. A very elementary question, but just to refresh, I am putting this question before you. Now take up once again one more question. Fx is equal to x square. What is F11 minus F1 over 1.1 minus 1? Please note down this question. Direct application of function. See, F1.1 minus F1 upon this. Now I am to evaluate it. Put here x is equal to 1.1 the square minus F1 is 1 over 1.1 minus this is 1.21 minus 1 upon 0.1. Simplify this, 2.1 is the answer for this. Again, a very simple case. If Fx is equal to x over x square plus 1, what is the value of f of 2? Function of 2. See, I want first of all f2. f2 is 2 upon 5. X is equal to 2. Now one more function is required, f of f2 means f of 2 upon 5. Again you put up here 2 upon 5 over 4 upon 25 plus 1. Then you simplify, the result is just 10 upon 29. You can take up in this way this simple example. Now question number 4. He says if f is a function such that f0 is equal to 2, f1 is 3, fn plus 2 is 2 fn minus fn plus 1 for n positive and greater than or equal to 0. He says what is f5? The question is now what is f5? This is a chain process. See, how it is done. We have n is equal to 0 first of all. Start from here. N is 0. We have f2. 2f0 minus f1. The values are given. Put up here. This is a f2. N is equal to 1. Similarly, we get f3. Using the previous result, it is 5. Note down please. N is equal to 2. f4 we shall get. It is equal to minus 3. We just previous value you can use in the coming next value. And in the same way, and 3 is there. I want f5. f5 is 2f3 minus f4. f3 is, just we have seen, is 5 to minus of this is plus 13. So in this way, we can apply the chain of the problems, the questions. Now take up question number 5. Please see now. Note down this. Question number 5. He says, what is the domain of fx is equal to 1 upon under root of x modulo minus x. See, only we want here the domain. The solution for this is we have x modulo minus x is greater than 0. Because under root of expression is there, naturally it cannot be negative and of course cannot be equal to 0. This implies x modulo is greater than x. Check out. And this goes implies x is less than 0. So the domain of the function is x belongs to minus infinity to 0 open interval. Dekho, this should be very clear. When we have x modulo greater than x, it implies that x is less than 0. I can just explain it more because say x is equal to minus 2. Therefore, minus 2 the modulo is greater than minus 2 as 2 is greater than minus 2. You please check out. This is just a simple reason for this why it is we say x is less than 0. You please note down the domain of the function is in this way. Now take up one more. He says, what is the range of the function? Is the question, what is the range of the function? Y is equal to fx is equal to e dx plus e d minus x upon 2. Check out. Clearly we have y greater than 0. First of all, you check up y is positive. Also, 2y is equal to, we have e the power x plus 1 upon e the power x. Now put e the power x is equal to t. So we get 2y is equal to t plus 1 upon t, or it is t square minus 2 by t plus 1 is equal to 0. Check out. Now this is the discriminant because it is real. Discriminant must be greater than or equal to 0, implies 4y square minus 4 must be greater than or equal to 0, implies y square is greater than or equal to 1. Check out. Y square is greater than or equal to 1, implies y modulo greater than or equal to 1, implies y is less than or equal to minus 1 or y is greater than or equal to 1. But you see now, it is y is positive. This implies, देखो, y is positive and of course greater than or equal to 1. This is impossible. So we say y greater than or equal to 1 because pi number 1. Like this. Check out. The range of the function is from 1 to infinity. Now let us proceed further and take into consideration some more very important functions. We have domain and range of, it is trigonometric functions. This is the next step before us. Trigonometric functions, their domain and range. See, we have number 1, y is equal to sin x. Check out. Here I want the domain and range. Domain of the function is all real, and you see the maximum and minimum value. The range is between minus 1 and 1, and therefore the range of the function is minus 1 less than or equal to sin x less than or equal to 1, implies that y belongs to minus 1 to 1 closed interval. And this can be written as that y modulo less than or equal to 1. You can write in this way or you can try this. That is y belongs to minus 1 to 1. This is the domain is all real, range is minus 1 to 1. Number 2, y is equal to cos x. As before, domain of the function is all real, range of the function is y belongs to minus 1 to 1 closed interval. Check out. The third case is y is equal to tangent x. Therefore, this is sin x upon cos x. Clearly cos x is not equal to 0 for the existence, and this implies x is not equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. That is, this implies x is not equal to pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 and so on. तो मतलब ये है domain of the function is all real, comma x is not equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. मतलब ये pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2 etc. नहीं होगा, इसके अलावा सारा real, and the range of the function is all real like this. This is for tangent x. Now number 4 is y is equal to cotangent x. This is cos x upon sin x. Sin x is not equal to 0. That is, x is not equal to n pi. So that means the domain of the function is all real except x is equal to 0, pi, 2 pi and so on. Because when x is equal to 0, this will become infinity. It will not exist. And the range of the function, once again you can call, say, are real. Now for the fifth case, we have y is equal to, it is cot, now we have secant x. Secant x, check out. It is 1 upon cos x, as before. Cos x is not equal to 0, that is x is not equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. So the domain is all real. In the range case, you have in the same way this. And here the range of the function, see, the range of the function here is y modulo greater than equal to 1. देखो, अगर y less than equal to 1 है in this case, so it will be in the same way y greater than equal to 1. Similarly, for the sixth case, you can list here. Sixth, we have y is equal to cosecant x, that is equal to 1 upon sin x, 1 upon sin x, and this is sin x is not equal to 0, that is x is not equal to n pi. You can list here as before that the domain of the function is all real except, yes, except x is 0, pi, 2 pi and so on. And the range, the reciprocal of cos, देखो, reciprocal of sine, it is y greater less than equal to 1, here it becomes y modulo greater than equal to 1. This is for the domain and the range of the trigonometrical functions. Similarly, a bit further we can move and go for, now take up another type of function known as exponential function. A very important case once again. Exponent means the power. So we have exponential function. The very first problem here is a note that you have e the power x is equal to 1 plus x square upon 2 factorial plus x cube upon 3 factorial and so on, it goes up to infinity. Moreover, e is a standard constant 2.71. Of course, positive quantity. E in this case is a standard constant, we shall use 2.71. And again also, you note down e the power, when you come across in the questions e the power log x, that is nothing but just equal to x. So therefore, we say if you have e the power 2 log x, this will be equal to e the power log x square, that is just equal to x square, etc. This we shall be using when we study in detail the integral calculus e the power log x, or in the differential equations. There you will apply the property e the power log x is equal to x. Now the domain and range. Domain and range of exponential function. See, first of all, the exponential function we shall list as y is equal to fx is equal to e the power x. Check out. Y is equal to fx is equal to e the power x. See, domain of the function is x can have any value, all real. But the range of the function is y greater than 0, that is y belongs to 0 to infinity, like this. Check out. The graph for the exponential function we can list here. इसको थोड़ा दिमाग में रखना. Exponential function, it's an increasing function. The graph is shown like this. This is for y is equal to e the power x. It should be noted here that the graph cuts the x-axis and the y-axis in a unique point here. So that's why we shall call it also a 1-1 function, of course a increasing function. This I shall take later on, but you please keep in mind that it is y is equal to e the power x, an exponential function. Domain is the real, range is y positive. Because you can put up any value, it is just a positive quantity. Now see, when I go for the next, that is the logarithmic functions, before that I must introduce what are logarithms. The logarithms which we shall be using in differential calculus or in integral calculus. So about that I will just make an introductory, we can say the point here, just an introduction of logarithms. In detail we shall be dealing here in the form of functions, but just what do you mean by the logarithm? What are the properties of logarithms? Let us see here one by one. I say definition here. If a the power n is equal to x, then n is equal to log of x to the base a. See please. If a the power n is equal to x, then n is equal to log of x to the base a. बेस को बिल्कुल g के फुट में लिखा जाएगा, log x to the base a. For example, we say 2 cube is equal to 8. This is the exponential form. I want to shift. This implies 3 is equal to log of 8 to the base 2. Check out. A the power n is equal to x. 2 cube is equal to 8. That means 2 cube is equal to 8. So see here, it is the exponential form, it is the logarithmic form. We are concerned with this form here in detail. Some results are there. You can make a list of this. Results. Number 1, log 1 to the base e, or say log 1 to the base a is 0. Because a the power 0 is equal to 1. Apply the definition. Therefore, 0 is equal to log of 1 to the base a. Number 2, log a to the base a is equal to 1. You can say the proof even, because a the power 1 is equal to a. Therefore, 1 is equal to log of a to the base a. In particular, which is very common, in particular, log of e to the base e is equal to 1. Check out. And now we have, there are, you see now, some properties. Third, that is the log of mn to the base a is log of m to the base a plus log of n to the base a. The product rule. Number 4, log m upon n to the base a is log of m to the base a minus log of n to the base a. Write the base very clearly in the foot of G. And the next one is, this is the quotient formula. The fifth is log m to the power n to the base a. Therefore, as I have written, is n log of m to the base a. Please check out. And then you have base changing formula, that is log of m to the base n is log of m, say to the base some different, base a upon log of n to the base a. Check out. This is known as the base changing formula. See, when you take up the study of these logarithmic functions, you must be very clear some of the properties. A log of 1 to the base a is 0, log of this, in particular log of e to the base e is 1. We have two types of logarithms, logs. One is natural logs, like log to the base, log say log to the base e. Check out. Then you have log of m to the base e or whatever it is. Then the base is e, means you are talking about a natural log, and it is written as equal to log simply m, log m, or this is L n m. Check out. L n within brackets you can write down here m. I write once again here. It is natural log L n, right here in brackets this. Base e is understood, and we generally don't write here the base e. It is understood. This is known as natural log. The second is, this is common logs. Now these are nowadays used when we have some calculation work, numerical work in this case. So it is log, say 25 to the base 10. Here the base is taken as 10, and this is just log 25 because the base is understood, that is 10 is understood. So this type of log is taken as common log, but in calculus we are concerned with the natural logs, log of m to the base e something. Yes, now we define what is a logarithmic function. Very, very important, please. See, we have y is equal to fx is equal to log of x to the base a. I have taken here a base. It is y is equal to fx to the base a. This type of function is taken as a logarithmic function. Domain of the function is, see, here this is x should be always positive. X is greater than 0. Remember, because log 0 goes to infinity, that we never consider. So we say the domain of the function is x greater than 0, matlab x belongs to 0 to infinity, open interval. The range of the function is all real. And the graph you can show for a logarithmic function, it is in this way. The graph for a logarithmic function. See, there is a comparison study between exponential and logarithmic. Here you can just look up. We have y is equal to e to the power x. Here the domain of the function is all real, whereas the range of the function is y greater than 0, that is 0 to infinity. So you must have seen the domain of logarithmic function is the range of exponential function. And the range of logarithmic function is the domain of the exponential function. Exponential we have already discussed. The shape is shown like this. Y is equal to f e to the power x. This is y is equal to log x. You must note down the difference between the two. Now these are the some of introductions of the problems of, we say, important functions like trigonometrical, exponential and logarithmic functions. Their domain and range and some more properties, and then the composite functions that we shall be dealing in our next lecture. Thank you.